Imagine being overlooked throughout your football career and having everything change after receiving a Twitter message. When Cameron Ward received a Twitter message from Eric Morris, little did he know it would change his life. Ward received his only scholarship offer from Incarnate Word only a few days before National Signing Day. The Cameron Ward story is an insane one and one of the reasons I love covering college football. From running the wing T offense in high school to only having one college offer to play football at the next level, he is now one of the most sought after quarterbacks in the transfer portal. It has been an amazing ride. For most of his football career, Cameron was not able to show off his immense talent. That has all changed since he has put up gaudy numbers between his time at the FCS level and past few years at Washington State, breaking school records along the way. But how'd this all come to be? Stay tuned to find out. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college football content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I am planning to release a video every day from now until Christmas. Also, let me know who your favorite player in the transfer portal is right now in the comment section below. Cameron Ward is originally from West Columbia, Texas, a town with a population of about 3,878 people. Ward attended Columbia High School, where he'd go on to become a 3-year starter. Most of the time when you hear about a 3-year starter at the high school level in Texas, you expect a highly rated recruit. The issue is high school ran the wing T offense. He rarely threw the ball, and no matter how hard him and his father tried, they could not catch the attention of an FBS school. Cameron's father told 24/7 Sports there was no film. They knew Cameron could throw, but there wasn't any actual proof because of the wing T offense he was in. No one was willing to take a chance except for Incarnate Word. As a junior, Cameron threw for 1,070 yards and 7 touchdowns, while also rushing for 4 touchdowns. As a senior, he once again threw for more than 1,000 yards, leading Columbia to become the 2019 Co-District champions. He was named First Team All-District at quarterback, Honorable Mention All-State, and All-Southern Brazoria County First Team quarterback. He finished his football career with 17 total passing touchdowns. Along with football, Cameron also impressed on the basketball court, being a 4-year starter for his varsity team, finishing with over 2,000 career points and leaving Columbia High School as the all-time leading scorer. Coming out of high school, Cameron Ward was an unranked recruit with 0 stars in the class of 2020. Throughout his high school career, he went to camp after camp whenever it was possible just to get his name out there. When all was said and done, he earned one scholarship. That scholarship was Incarnate Word, who offered him the January right before signing day, with him committing to the Cardinals on January 28, 2020. He told local television stations that he doesn't remember how Incarnate Word came across him, he just remembers getting a message on Twitter inviting him to camp. He tested well and then impressed with his arm. Due to the events of 2020, Cameron Ward's freshman year was delayed until the spring, but would be worth the wait as he would be named the starting quarterback for the spring season. Cameron would not just play well, he would light up the FCS world, throwing for 2,260 yards, 24 touchdowns, and just 4 interceptions. He threw for over 300 passing yards and multiple touchdowns in every game of the season. He'd win the Jerry Rice Award, which is given to the best freshman at the FCS level. He would impress even more during his second season as a starter, throwing for 4,648 yards, 47 touchdowns, and only 10 interceptions, with his best game of the season coming against Southeastern Louisiana, where he threw for a single-game school record 610 yards and 7 touchdowns in the 55-52 win. The Cardinals finished year 10-3, making it to the second round of the FCS playoffs. In a heartbreaking 49-42 loss to the top-seeded Sam Houston State, Cameron threw for 481 yards and 5 touchdowns. They would win the Southland Conference, and Cameron would earn the Southland Conference Offensive Player of the Year award, but then head coach Eric Morris would leave to take the offensive coordinator job at Washington State. Ward decided to enter the transfer portal on December 9th, writing on social media, "This season has been unbelievable. From the highest FCS ranking in program history to the most wins in program history, conference champions, winning the first playoff game, and much more, to be a part of something great has been such a blessing. With the recent change of our head coach who recruited me and provided me with my only college scholarship offer, I'm facing much uncertainty. It is important for me to be in an offensive system that utilizes my skills to set that to the maximum. I find it best sooner than later to explore all available opportunities." Ward rewrote the Incarnate Word record book, leaving with a career record for passing yards with 6,908 and touchdowns with 71. The Ward family was surprised by the departure of their head coach, finding out shortly after the playoff game. Calvin told 24/7 Sports, "It was a shock to us. One of the reasons he entered was the spring semester starting 5 weeks from now. We want to see what options might be out there. He is in a unique situation where the only coach who offered him is gone. Not knowing what to expect and not knowing who Incarnate Word is going to hire as their next head coach is why we're exploring his options right now." Chris Hummer from 24/7 Sports wrote, "Those options are expected to be plentiful." Cameron, taking a final at the time, directed calls and texts his dad. In that short period, Calvin spoke with Liberty head coach Hugh Freeze and had calls set up with North Texas, Houston, and Texas State. Plenty more were expected to enter the mix too, including several from the Power 5 ranks. When looking at potential options, Calvin said the priority for his son is finding a system in which Cameron can continue to grow as a passer. Calvin told 24/7 Sports, "Cameron's number one thing is he wants to be in a system that throws the football. He experienced in high school not throwing the football. Distance is not expected to be a limiting factor for Cameron as he explores his options." But Calvin did say Cameron would like to find a school and coaching staff that could continue to help him grow with reading coverages and focusing on his mechanics, elements that weren't central to success in the wing T offense. Calvin also told 24/7 Sports, "I'm not saying he's gone from Incarnate Word. We want to see what all the options are out there. UIW will make a coaching decision sometime soon, so we could see what the new scheme of the new coach is, too." Cameron has been on both sides. He is aware of how important it is for him to match his skill set closely with his coach's scheme. One Power 5 coach told 24/7 Sports that Cameron Ward is an absolute freak. According to 24/7 Sports transfer portal rankings, Cameron Ward was a 4-star recruit who was the 4th best quarterback in the portal behind Quinn Ewers, Spencer Rattler, and Dylan Gabriel, and held a rating of .91. Very different compared to his ranking coming out of high school. He took visits to Liberty and Ole Miss and held offers from Indiana, North Texas, and Houston. He would eventually follow his former head coach to Washington State, where he would continue to shine, proving he was a true diamond in the rough player. He enrolled at the school for his second semester of his sophomore year and was named the starting quarterback for the 2022 season during the Cougar spring practice. He continued to light up the stat sheet, throwing for 3,231 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 9 interceptions, while also rushing for 5 touchdowns on the ground. He entered the 2023 season as an early Heisman candidate. He helped lead Washington State to a 4-0 record to start the season and top 25 ranking, upsetting both number 19 Wisconsin and number 14 Oregon State. Though Washington State struggled the second half of the season, losing 7 of their last 8 games, he threw for over 438 yards and a touchdown against Oregon, 315 yards and 2 touchdowns on the ground, and 354 yards and 3 touchdowns and 1 interception, as well as a rushing touchdown against Cal. He finished the 2023 season throwing for 3,736 yards, 25 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, while also rushing for 8 touchdowns on the ground. He threw for over 400 yards in 3 games and over 300 yards in 4 more games. He officially entered the transfer portal and is expected to be one of the most sought-after players. Schools rumored to be interested at the time of recording are Ohio State, Washington and Auburn, Florida State, and Miami, among others. Brock Huard spoke on the situation, saying, "The runners and the money guys are already out there. He is rumored to have over 10 NIL offers of over $1 million to transfer." Huard continued saying Cam Ward has 10 7-figure deals waiting for him. He has 10 different deals from around the country that will pay him 7 figures to come play quarterback. How ludicrous is college football right now? He also could be a possible NFL draft prospect, so that door is also open as well. What seems unlikely with where the program is sitting, that he will stay at Washington State for next season. Wherever he decides to transfer, I think he will be a game changer. What do you think? Where will Cameron Ward transfer? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more college football content. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.